Oh shit, we don't have a theme song.
Oh shit, you're right. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Like, do we have time to buy something?
No, we just have to riff.
We're gonna just riff it.
Oh shit, it's the Nostalgic Front, a podcast from Patrick and Ream. We like movies, TV, and games, junk food, juice boxes, forgotten things.
Oh wow, that was adequate.
Yeah, that was like pretty good.
Yeah, are we just gonna use it for every episode?
I think we should. I think we have to. Thank you for listening to the Nostalgic Front podcast. I'm Patrick Hasty.
And I'm Brandon Ream.
Oh, it's a podcast.
It is.
We have a
man,
podcast.
Talk about hype.
Hype.
It's here.
Oh boy. Episode 1.
01.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm pumped. I'm excited to start rolling out all these hot episodes.
Yeah. The Nostalgic Front. Now, what do we got here? What are we going to do? What do we talk about?
I think the theme song covered most of it.
Yeah, it kind of does. What do we got? We got TV shows.
Yep.
Cartoons, movies, snacks.
Video games.
Video games, yeah.
Action figures.
Things that aren't around no more. You know, things that we used to have as kids that we loved that maybe we don't get to see as much anymore, you know?
Yeah, something that reminds us of a simpler time.
Mm-hmm, a happier time for sure.
Yeah.
Less
bills.
Oh, yeah. Bills.
Yeah.
The
only bills I was worried about was Thurman Thomas and Andre Reed and QB Bills and Tecmo
Clinton.
Super Bowl.
Clinton leading us.
Oh yeah, he was
victory.
really good in NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
He's on fire.
You could get both. Yeah.
He's on fire. Somebody do something.
Both the Clintons versus Dikembe Mutombo.
So the way the show works is for the listeners. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna let you all know some things. First off, right off the bat. Fans of the show, friends of the show, that's what you all are. You are NFers. So get on board right now. Because why?
If you're not an NFer, you're an MFer, so get the hell out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
fuck.
So thank you for listening right out of the gate, subscribing, all that stuff. We're a member of the Brain Machine podcast, Brainstorm Podcast Network. Brain Candy earbuds. That's what you are listening to us on right now. They're rubbery.
RoboCop's all machine, but his brain isn't.
Whoa, that's kind of
weird, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you made my dick move.
Yeah.
Well,
we weren't talking about RoboCop, so
yeah. Murphy. I named my dog after him. You know that?
Really?
Not really, but like his name is Murphy.
Is that you?
Wait, what?
Murphy, is that you? What?
Oh, okay. I thought you smelled like a fart or something. So this is what the show is. Every episode we bring on every other episode, you know. Mm-hmm. We bring on a guest, a comic, or a writer, an actor, somebody we really enjoy, and we're going to talk to them about the shit that they really liked when they were a kid.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is. It's so fun. We've done a bunch of these. We
have a lot in the can.
Yeah. That's what they say in the
business.
So
to speak.
Yeah, we really honed our technique. That's why this top right here is very
it's so streamlined
and tight as fuck. You know.
Oh man,
real good.
It's as tight as Pogs were.
Oh, Pogs were tight. Yo, did you ever?
A lot of stuff was tight in the 90s.
Did you ever have those slammers that smelled like cherry for some reason?
That
was like a whole bunch of.
I missed Pogs. Yeah. I just knew that they were a reference.
I miss Pogs every day. I loved them. They were my favorite. You didn't get into Pogs?
No, I was a little bit too old for the Pogs.
Oh, that's crazy. That's the thing, listeners. NFers, I'm sorry. We're about like a year apart, maybe a year and a half apart. Both just two dipshits from Iowa. By the way, let's get into that. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Brandon Ream.
And you're a stand-up comedian?
Yeah.
In
you know that.
City, Brooklyn, New York.
You follow me on Twitter. You know all this.
But I'm telling them. I'm telling the fuckers, you know?
Right.
They got to get on board. They're dumb. They don't know shit. They don't know anything. They haven't even Googled you yet to find out that you're not the dead kicker, you know?
He's a punter.
Yeah, well, he was a punter. And I am Patrick Hasty. I'm a stand-up comedian also from Iowa. I am in my early 30s. You're in your early 30s. Every once in a while, things pop out. We start talking about something, and you'll find out that, Brandon, you were a little old for it.
Yeah,
Pogs.
Just a little. Well, a year, you know.
Yeah, it does. It was a lot back in the
if you're like 9 and some 7-year-olds are running around playing some game, you're like,
yeah, that's
look
a
at these
game.
idiots. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to play that game. I'm 9.
Yeah, and I was 7, and I fucking loved those goddamn Pogs. I had Pogs, I had Slammers, I had the tube that you put them all in. I'd trade them for people for stuff of money worth, you know, like I trade like a CD for some Pogs, and people were like, "That's
Alf
crazy."
In Pog form.
Yeah, Millhouse told us about it. It was great. I like that show. And then, okay, so every show we bring on these people. We also have fun size episodes, which you'll see if you're listening now. I mean, goddamn it, you might as well go download the next one. They're all there for you.
It's a binge.
It is a binge. We got 4 episodes.
There's 4 whole episodes coming out.
Real good ones too. We had a lot to pick from. We've got some shitty episodes.
We have
coming
nothing
up.
left now after this.
No. We've got some bad ones that you guys are going to hear later on.
further on down the road.
Further on down the road. Yeah, we made a point to drop certain episodes very far down the road because maybe they went off the rails a little bit. But these top 4, these first 4 that we're coming out with are real tight, real hot, real good. So the next episode, if you want to listen to that, it's our fun size episodes. And what's that?
I think you know that more than I do.
Sure.
Why couldn't you ask me? I knew the people that we were doing. We're doing the Ninja Turtle one, right?
Yeah. The next, the first, we got our special fun size episode.
Oh yeah,
and then we're gonna have another guest. Who's our guest on our third episode? Katie Boyle's coming up. Very funny comic. She's from Ireland. Spoiler. And then the 4th episode, we're gonna have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fun size episode. Fun size episodes are just the 2 of us riffing on something we love. Maybe we'll have a guest in the future. We don't know. Those have no format. They can be whatever you want. They're 45 minutes. They're in and out, quick, great, fun, cool, rad. These episodes, on the other hand, we have guests, people we love. We've talked about it.
Heck yeah.
And today we have a very special guest.
A very special guest.
Before we bring him on, I want to just say, what's something old that you've been into this week?
I actually just ordered I'm excited. I got it off Amazon. It's a 150-in-1 NES cartridge.
No shit?
Yeah.
Is it made by any?
You get it from China, but I did the research. They got pretty good reviews.
It's not like they're making those in New
$30
Hampshire
on Amazon, but it's just an NES cartridge that you can plug into any old NES, and it has like the top 150 games on it.
Damn.
So you can play Mario 1, 2, Mega Man, and all that stuff. So hopefully it works when I get it.
Yeah.
I think it will.
What's something like that run you?
$30.
That's not bad at all. Man, that's pretty good. I like that. I didn't know that.
See, it's kind of like because you know how limited the NES Classic was when it came out. The demand for that 150-in-1 cart went a lot higher.
Yeah.
And then you can buy like a newer Nintendo.
Sure.
And that for like around $60.
Yeah.
Instead of paying like $300 for the other thing.
It's a heyday.
Anyways.
It's a heyday. I've been watching C-Lab 2021 a lot.
Oh.
A little nostalgic. It's from when we were all in college, you know. But I've been going through that again. It's really good. A lot of the Adult Swim shows are on
Love Hesh.
Hulu. Hesh is great.
I went pretty deep.
Yeah.
No pun intended. With C-Lab. But MC Chris was...
well, he owns. He doesn't tour, though. He does tour. That was his song. So that's cool. So and that's basically what the show is right there. That's the top. Now we have great sponsors. Oh boy, how do we get these commercials?
I don't know.
They're so good. We always have somebody good. So let's check in with our first commercial and bring in our first guest. How's that sound?
Sounds like the format.
Fuck yeah.
Meet my big brother, Bernie. He knows practically everything.
Yes, but does he know why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Is it animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Wise up, bro. Any kid can see the intense taste of cinnamon and sugar swirled all over every bite. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, part of this salad breakfast.
Brilliant.
He's a fast learner.
Now, cool crazy straws with wacky color-changing swirls. 2 in each specially marked box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
And we're back. Oh my God, what a great commercial.
What a great product. I hope they don't sue us.
No, how do we get these sponsors? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Should we bring in our guest today?
Yeah, I think we should.
We got a really good one. He's a stand-up comedian.
Stand-up comic, too.
Stand-up guy, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Travels the country, performing everywhere. You might have heard him on a podcast known as Doug Loves Movies.
Ghosts. Another podcast,
his own
too,
podcast called
with, Tommy McNamara.
Tommy McNamara, friend of the show, fan of the show.
Yeah,
we'll have him on the show.
I thought he's been on the show.
No, he hasn't been on the show quite yet. Yeah,
Okay.
He's a real NFer.
Stand By Your Band.
Stand By Your Band, great podcast. You guys should go listen
Good
to that.
pun, too.
It is a pretty good pun. And you know a little bit about puns. The listeners will find that out. Everybody go crazy for Tom Thakkkar.
Yeah. Go crazy. Yeah, I'm a stand-up comic, and sometimes I'm a stand-up comedian.
Ooh, man. So hold down both those worlds. That's
a lot of these comedy nerds, they know the difference, but your layman doesn't understand.
Layman, my uncle. Shout out.
Hey.
I have an uncle named Layman. We
Patrick
don't know why.
Layman. Your family is different in that all of them have the same first name, but not different last name.
You know, that's just how we did it, and you can't fault me for that. Thank you for being on the show, Tom.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
this is a good time. It was fun watching you guys talk for 6 minutes and just jerked off to 90s stuff. It was cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
What's 150-in-1? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's just like it's a regular Nintendo cartridge, and then they load 150 games onto it.
Oh.
So like,
okay.
I'm learning a lot that you didn't.
You go through a
That's
menu.
how many Pokemans there is. Am I doing the podcast right?
Here we go. You know, back in Japan, they call them pocket monsieurs.
Oh, shit.
All right.
You do?
What happened? What happened?
You do?
What? Now,
what
Tom,
about Poke women? Am I right,
Oh,
people?
here we go.
They're a little underrepresented.
I say that to the room full of white men in the room.
Now, there are some women in here. They're just not saying nothing.
We don't let them talk.
Yeah. Oh, boy. We are off.
Ugh.
This is the show. This is what the podcast is, for sure. So, Tom, let me ask you. Okay, now, here's the thing. Now, you're a little boy, okay?
Okay. I'm a little
it's
boy.
Saturday morning.
Hell yeah.
It's
real boy.
A real boy. Yeah, you used to be a doll. You were made of wood by a fella named Geppetto. I don't know if that's true. You're a little boy. Where are you from?
I am from beautiful Bloomington, Indiana.
Bloomington,
Home of the
ooh.
We got a
Indiana
Hoosier.
University Hoosiers.
Ooh, okay, all
That's
right.
right.
So you're
And
from...
John Mellencamp.
No shit.
That's true.
He
lives there now.
You got Mellencamp and you're leading with the fucking school?
Oh, I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
I'm sorry. Mellencamp, Lil Bub, the kitty cat, lives there.
Whoa.
From internet fame.
Yeah.
Who
This is on
else
the
I don't
is
know
from
that
there?
cat. I'll have to look him up.
Oh, you got to see this cat. This cat's adorable.
Yeah.
I love the idea that it's not famous at all, but since you're from there, you're like,
Fa-
what? You don't
no.
know about Little Bub?
No, this cat is famous
I
as
know. I think I've heard
hell.
of it. Yeah,
There was a theatrical film about this cat.
No shit.
Lil Bub the movie.
I don't even think Mellencamp's been in a movie.
No, Mellencamp sucks.
Yeah.
Honestly, Mellencamp's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm not
a
And I'm not
Mellencamp
afraid to talk
fan.
about it.
Well, I want to know why you think he's a piece of shit.
Oh, he just has a bad rep in Indiana.
Oh, cool.
He's one of those guys. He like is a celebrity, but he lets you know he's a celebrity all the
Sure.
time. He's like, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
He's at fucking Shoe Carnival.
Yeah.
Do you have Shoe Carnival where you're from?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
What?
like a shitty
Yeah.
shoe. It's like Payless.
Oh, okay,
basically.
yeah.
But there's a wheel.
But there's a wheel you can spin to get deals.
Yeah.
On
Shoe deals.
shoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And these shoe carnies
Yeah.
will let you spin it. And then they'll, they're freaks.
Wait a minute. I feel like.
Not a good dental plan at that.
What does
Shoe
that have to do
Carnival.
with John Mellencamp?
I show up, me and Mellencamp roll in. We're like, do you
You
know who we are?
coots.
Mellencamp literally threw a do you know who I am at a shoe carnival.
Oh boy.
Because they
Whoa.
didn't have the size shoe he wants.
Oh,
He
no.
sucks.
I figured he was a boot guy
Yeah.
You'd think so.
from all those Farm Aid things, but I guess he was just fronting.
No, let's just say he's a New Balance guy.
Oh golly.
Ooh.
golly,
You know what I'm
golly.
talking about in
Yeah,
this day?
yeah,
No, he
yeah,
is like an
yeah.
activist, I think, but his
Probably.
kids are pieces of shit.
Didn't Meg
He
Ryan
sucks.
leave?
Rich kids are.
Leave him for Russell Crowe. Or
that-
no, she left.
I think
Meg Ryan
somebody
was
else.
with him.
I think that was in a
somebody totally
film.
different. That's different else.
They were together in a movie.
What's your favorite? Go around. If you're from there, go around the table. What's your favorite John Mellencamp song?
Oh, probably that, what's
Little
the
ditty
one?
about Shaq and Roseanne.
Yeah,
mine.
that's it. I think that's it. What's the one that's like, wait, oh, fuck. It's
man.
life sucks the longer you live. The message that he's saying about that one.
It doesn't get better.
Or he's saying it doesn't get better. He goes, life goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Long after the thrill
I like that one. Where
of
he's like,
living is
oh,
gone.
yeah.
That one's good.
Yeah.
It makes me sad. 'cause
play
it's
guitar.
Yeah,
That one.
that's the
I
one.
don't-
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
talking
What's
about.
that?
You guys are in the same
It
thing.
just says play guitar
true.
mostly.
Playing guitar
Yeah.
about Jack and
That's it.
Diane.
Damn, man. I
Little
wish-
pink houses doing the best that I can.
A lot of good clapping in
Sure
that
good.
song.
Yeah, he was the
They
original.
didn't go with percussion. They just had him clapping in the studio.
He was the original Mumford and Sons. He was clapping it up.
Oh, this is-
Private
shit.
Private Eyes, right?
Yeah.
That's Daryl
They-
Hall and
they-
Jonathan Oates.
Yeah, but that's got clapping in it too.
That's right.
It's got the
Ooh.
Private Eyes. A watch.
Tears in Heaven has clapping in it. Eric's
Yeah,
clapping.
yeah. As soon as the kid falls out of the window, we all clap.
Yeah.
We're like, "Get dead, kid! You suck."
Got him, idiot.
Got him.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't bring that up though if I met him. You know.
Isn't
Clapping.
it funny they released the album Clapton Sings the Blues before that happened?
Like, then they release another one later that's like, okay, now he's really sad.
yeah.
Oh man, what a loser! Thank you for listening to the John Mellencamp podcast.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Patrick Casey.
Okay, what
John
are you gonna ask me
Mellencamp
before
I was
nowhere.
going to ask you. So you're in Indiana. You're
Yes.
trying to avoid Mellencamp at the food
Yes.
circus or whatever the
Yes.
fuck you were talking about.
Shoe Carnival.
Shoe Carnival. You're there. You're looking now. It's Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
You just woke up. You know, I don't know
Yes.
what your situation is. You got parents, you got brothers, sisters, you're at an orphanage. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
what do you want to watch on TV? What movie when you want to watch? What snacks do you want to have? What's your go-to Saturday morning? I want to do this. What do you want to get?
No
What's go-to?
parents. You got first
Yeah.
dibs.
Saturday morning, my parents are dead.
Oh, shit.
I have no parents.
Oh, no.
No.
Gotta go to work.
I mean, my father's dead. But
Go work in the factory.
Saturday morning, I'm feeling a lot of guilt about my stepdad would call me lazy.
Oh,
but I remember Saturday morning were like actually not my favorite cartoons.
Sure.
I liked the weekday cartoon. Like,
yeah.
I don't remember when I would watch Rugrats, Doug,
Yeah,
and but I remember on Saturdays specifically being like, okay, ABC is where it's at right now, or Disney. So I would watch Recess.
Fuck yeah. Good
I
stuff.
would watch shit. What else was on that lineup? Pepper Ann.
Yeah.
I remember watching.
Pepper Ann had a good.
I didn't
theme
like
song.
Doug on Disney.
No. We've talked. Yeah,
because of the long sleeves.
Doug on Disney sucked. I thought Doug on Nick was where it was at.
Oh, absolutely.
Doug on Disney. Roger was different.
He was a millionaire.
And stuff.
Roger won the lottery.
Roger was a jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
you can't have him being
Can we
rich.
talk about it?
Should we bleep that? I don't know if we should talk about it.
He was a real jerk.
Yeah.
Great A. A bad haircut too.
So you like? Okay, so those are
I like those a lot.
Go-to cartoons.
But
that was all the original Nicktoons.
Yeah.
It was those with Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life.
I loved Rocko's
Rocko's
Modern Life.
great.
Never was a big Ren and Stimp guy.
Me neither.
I think I wasn't old enough or something.
Yeah, it felt like a thing that older kids. But I got into The Simpsons, which I kind of felt the
Love
same way
the
about.
Simpsons.
You know what I mean?
But I think that Ren and Stimpy is more like in that Beavis and Butthead realm, where it's
a lot
like
of gross
80s
out.
kids would like that.
Yeah.
I think we're 90s kids.
Yeah,
more like
100%.
it, you know.
And also, I'm not a big. I don't like. I'm gonna put this out there. I'm not a big poop humor guy.
Me
I don't
neither.
like it.
I don't like
snot and
and
farts.
I've
And I feel
never pooped.
No, that's what they say. That's what they say about you. Ren and Stimpy, I felt like it was a lot of that.
It was.
wasn't much
It's a lot
poop.
of belching.
Maybe a couple fart
Belching.
jokes.
I think there's belching and farting.
They always
I
have
don't
the
like
close-ups with
Yeah.
like the more detailed drawings.
That's
and stuff.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what I think of when I think of Ren and Stimpy. Is that like zooming in on like a hair and an armpit or something?
Yeah.
Or like I just don't need it. It's
but
not funny to
I
me.
understand that other people probably fucking love it.
Yeah,
'cause
like
I can see
idiots
that,
probably
dumb
love
fucks,
it.
dumb fucks,
Dumb-
you know? People who
dumbos.
don't listen to this show. I'll tell you.
They
that.
used to show it on MTV when it
No.
also debuted on Nickelodeon.
I am
certain.
certain.
It was on both.
I remember watching it on MTV because I wanted to be cool, and
Sure.
when we eventually, because we grew up poor, so I didn't have like satellite or whatever or cable. We just had the bunny ears until I was
like the 6 channels or whatever.
exactly
ABC,
until I was like, I want to say like 11. We didn't have that, but I would still. I remember the first thing I got into once we got that was like was Rugrats. I was already into it from going to my cousin's place. And I had like a tape that had the Rugrats on it.
Oh, Jesus.
And like I had like a Nickelodeon sampler tape.
Well, like, was it like
Did you make it your
legit?
own?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
It was an orange tape. That's why Chance
course.
has this.
It's gotta be orange.
Chance has a line about
The rapper?
yeah. Chance the rapper has a line.
I like how you drop him like he's our buddy. Like, Chance.
Well, do I really?
It's part
Chance
of
the
the show.
rapper helps.
He'll be on the show.
He has a line on Acid Rap where he's talking about you like orange cassette tapes like Timmy, Tommy, and Chucky.
Oh, I know.
And I like cried, I think, when I heard that the first time because I was like, "Oh my god, that's what I had."
That's what I like.
Orange cassette tapes.
I'm
It's
not
so
a
relatable.
I'm not
so
a big
good.
rap fan, but I mean,
you're racist.
Sure, yeah. I don't listen to a lot of rap. I get into it sometimes, but it's not like my go-to.
Sure.
But the kind of rap I do like is the opposite kind of stand-up I like. I don't like the really referential stand-up. Like when somebody's just like, blah, blah, blah. But that's my kind of rap I like.
Of course.
Like early Childish Gambino, I fucking
know,
loved it. When he
All of
would
my
just be
favorite
like,
rap is just really weird to listen to now because it's all like the 90s
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So it goes from like one homophobic slur to just just being completely like derogatory to women.
I don't like an old whore. I'm from the Cold War.
Yeah. Like, growing up, it was like, oh yeah, well, you're gonna listen to the Chronic. And all the good gangster rap because that's what the MTV was playing. And then nowadays, it's like, well, DMX really does not like gay people.
Yeah. Oh boy, he's got to work that out.
Nowadays, that hot new DMX track that everybody's listening to.
Oh no, I'm saying when you listen to DMX
you're saying
now
it doesn't
with,
hold
like if you put it up
with
in
a
your
modern
car,
filter
yeah.
and everything, you're just like,
I see.
That's like there's a Kid Rock line because I did get into Kid Rock pretty hard.
Oh,
you should come on.
Devil Without a Cause,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
I know that album lyrically top to bottom.
Me too. But there's some shit in there. So if you know every word to that, you know that he drops the N-word several times.
But he's rapping.
Yeah, and the thing is, and also like a lot of the funny stuff about that album is it's all about like it's 1999, I'm going platinum, and you're like, whoa, man, that was so long ago. People can drive now. Like just. Stop dropping the years in your songs. Nobody's impressed.
That's not good.
Yeah. Also, that album came out in 2000. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's already... Yeah. You're already out of date. You did.
I do like when you listen to, like, Eminem and you hear, like, references about, like, the current or the state of 2000 TLR.
Yeah.
It's all, like, so you're getting dirt on, like, you know, Christina Aguilera and Fred Durst and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah. People are like, who's that? The lady from The Voice? and that film director? That's crazy.
No rappers released a 9/11 album, did they? Like, you know, there was country.
Like
9/11 music, but there's no rapper who has like made a specifically 9/11 album.
No, but that would be.
It's 9/11.
I would listen to it.
I'm getting comforted watching Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven. That was a big show.
I feel like they rap a little bit. 311 would have been perfect for that. You know what I mean? Because there's the alliteration.
They wrote down.
Oh shit! That's about the towers.
Is that true? Is that right?
No. Although I bet you, if you look far enough on YouTube, you will find a video of the footage with Down playing on it. You know. Also, if we're gonna go all mixed up, that also kind of works. You know, like that.
Yeah, I mean, America was all mixed
Jack O' Lantern's weather. I mean, September's close to October. There's a lot of 311 references. Oh my god!
There's an amber one in there. You know?
Amber is the color of steel beams. I don't know if that's true.
I think they kidnapped a kid.
No, it is true.
That's about
because they come out green and then they oxidize a little bit, and they are very much amber.
Yeah, sometimes I come out green, but then I just went to the doctor and he gave me some shit. No,
my
I'm good.
God,
hell
yeah!
You don't want
we missed it.
We're gonna do it. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Sad.
So you're watching these Nickelodeon things
yes.
now in Indiana. What was your go-to snack?
Oh,
do you have like a
tough.
thing?
I was a very heavy set boy.
Heck
sure,
yeah.
We're big fat fucks over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to eat whatever I want for the most part. So yeah, I had a nice little kid belly.
We were like poor boys, and also I feel
Good
like people
sandwich.
didn't understand we were poor boys, not po' boys. My brother was a po' boy.
Your brother was a sandwich? Oh no!
Oh man, times are hard.
Yeah, it was tough. We ate. I would eat a lot of. Say it's Saturday morning. My mom worked night shift, so she would work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. a lot.
Oh boy!
She'd get off work, come home, and just leave a box of donuts on the table.
Yeah.
So a lot of days I would get up and eat like 7 donuts, dip them in milk.
Oh yeah,
and
what are we talking about? Are we talking
cartoons.
Like chocolate, like little?
It was a lot of different stuff.
You talking?
These are Krispy Kreme donuts.
Okay, these are actual donuts, not like the bags.
It's a mix.
Of donuts.
Sometimes it was just a box of glazed
like
donuts,
glazed donuts
like,
or powdered donuts, chocolate donuts. Yes,
but it was a lot of like bear claws and those twisty cinnamon ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna come.
It was so good.
Oh, you guys see some green stuff?
Dude, if I even look at a donut now, I fucking jerk off.
Oh yeah, I worked at a gas station.
It's a good donut city.
I worked at a gas station in college. And I'm not bragging when I say that, but I did work at the gas station, and we had Krispy Kreme donuts, and every night at the end of the night they'd throw them away, and the guy would just be like, "Do you want any of these?" And I would just eat like fucking 10 donuts every night. And,
hard.
It's
hard not to eat a donut when it's just on the table for you.
Yeah.
I have to not eat them. My metabolism is terrible.
Sure.
It took me a lot of fucking work to even get to not being out. Like I'm not in good shape necessarily, but it used to be much worse.
Yeah.
Which is who gives a shit, you know? We're all going to die. These are just vessels.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What did you say?
You know, we're going to end up in a fucking graveyard one day.
Is that real?
Man.
Is that real?
No.
I'm going to have to Google that.
Anyway, Doug was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Skeeter was a lot cooler.
Skeeter was all right.
You think so? I mean, he was cooler, but he was friends with Doug.
I think
so. Was he cool?
Well, Doug's just a good dude to hang around with because you know what you're getting, you know?
Yeah, I think Skeeter was cool because we didn't know all of his shit the way we knew all of Doug's shit, so you could judge him a little more, you know?
Skeeter.
On the real, though, Doug's sister... I thought she was pretty hot.
Oh, yeah,
she was a banger.
What a babe.
Yeah.
I bet. I used to.
I guess that's still my type too.
Yeah, the
cartoon.
Artie
wearing a
cartoon
beret
girls.
or whatever.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
I like that.
I was into Patty Mayonnaise because racially she was more like me.
I like your voice.
And also, you were a big fat kid, so you were often eating a lot of patties
That's
and mayonnaise.
true. I loved mayonnaise, and I loved a nice burger patty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think pork chop was eating a little bit too much. I was gonna say,
What's
mayonnaise. Pork chop. He's kind of chubby.
Are you saying that he like goes down on patty mayonnaise? Are you?
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh, no. He's right. That is what happened on that show. You didn't watch the ABC
you know what?
years.
I watched the red tube version of Doug. That's all. That's why I loved it so much. I was like, they're always fucking each other.
The thing I don't like about it is they never got his mom involved. I was like, I want to see some of the hurricanes. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't picture his mom right now. His dad's a dork.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I liked when that shop teacher was Edge.
Oh man, yeah, Doug ruled. I love donuts. I loved like those kind of donuts, like the kind you would get at like at a gas station or something like that, or like at an actual bakery. I guess I forgot you could get them at a real bakery, you know?
Yeah.
But I loved the gems, like whatever that is.
And the holograms.
Who was it? No, shut your mouth.
Are you talking about
donuts again? Yeah, the one with Snoopy.
Yeah. But what's the brand?
They have a brand?
Little Debbie has them, but another brand has them.
They used to, and they had Snoopy on the back.
Yeah. And they were little chocolate gems.
Or powdered.
The
white powdered ones.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, white powder. That's what this podcast is all about.
Yeah, white powder.
But the little chocolate ones, to this day, those are like my fucking favorite.
They're
and
great.
I want them. And I had a whole like routine where I would like, I'd bite them. So you bite one little bite, you dip in the milk, and you let the milk go in there. Because if you just dip them without, oh my god! Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know this. Yeah, you got to bite a little off so that you soak up that milk with the little cake or whatever.
And I got a weird thing, much like my weird thing with poop and snot. I got a weird thing with I don't like putting my hands in my milk, you know.
Sure.
And so I'll take a fork and I'll just stab that fucker and then hold it in there because the fork weights it down to the bottom, and then when you're done, you eat the donut, the soaked donut off your fork like a fucking gentleman.
You know, it's also because I hated milk, but that made me like the milk.
Oh yeah.
I was like, now the milk it has so little bit of my donut,
like Cocoa Krispies. That's a good way to get you to drink your milk too, because it turns it to chocolate.
I liked
all that stuff.
Any cereal that did shit to your milk was I was on board with that.
Like, there was one that turns it blue. Like I can't remember, but it was like their whole thing.
Powerade. Oh yeah. Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms that really makes it good.
Bluish,
and Cinnamon Toast Crunch is
my little sister would piss me off because she would.
Oh boy, you're mad.
She'd go through Lucky Charms and pick out all the fucking marshmallows.
Fuck that. That's
Brandon, sit down. Why are you so angry right now?
I'm just saying, man. Sorry, my nose is bleeding.
My little sister fucking.
I never got me Lucky Charms.
That's a pretty good Irish accent.
Remember the toy in the box? Fight with your dumbass brother.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing would piss me off more than
Brandon. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like,
put Leif down.
Everybody gets to pick out their cereal.
Brandon's eyes are distant right now. He's in it.
Well, I'm just saying, I bought a thing of Fruit Loops once, and it had a fucking lightsaber spoon.
Oh yeah,
and I was jacked up about this lightsaber spoon.
That's a lot of times that if you notice, a lot of times the toy was directly related to you just eating more cereal. Like it was either a spoon or a thing that would go on the spoon, or a picture of a spoon. Like it was always like spoon related.
Yeah,
just like
You know what's so? I just remember this. I want to say it really fast because we're like we're talking about toys that are in cereal, which are trash.
Yeah.
This kid, I nannied a kid recently to help out my girlfriend who she had to bail on nannying this kid, and he was a sweet kid. It turned out we hit it off because he loves video games and stuff.
Sure.
But we
should have him on the show.
You should have him on. Have Rand on the show. He is sick. I love him.
That would be a real good episode, actually.
It made me happy because he liked me more than Maria, so that was cool.
Hell yeah.
But we were watching cartoons together, and like commercials came on for toys, and he was like, "Nobody likes toys anymore."
It's like that. It's like that scene in Back to the Future where it's like you have to use your hands. That's like a baby's toy.
Yeah.
It is funny that like nowadays the actual like toy market is driven by like 30-plus-year-old men.
Yeah.
It's like the same people that grew up buying toys is still like the main demographic for like Hasbro.
Yeah.
So Hasbro now markets to like adults that want to get like very expensive Transformers a lot more than they do to like the kids.
They should just start making sex toys.
Oh, no. Like the real doll teams up so that I can fuck Daria. Like that would be super
It's
cool.
like a fake vagina for patty mayonnaise.
A mayonnaise patty.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, gross.
On.
I don't like that, but I'm on board. I'd fuck
none
Gadget.
of us like that.
Hey, we do jokes around here.
Yeah, Gadget has. It's just all sex toys coming out of his.
It's like, what are you supposed to do with this tail? You
Talk about it.
You know what to do with there.
Well, okay, so toys. What was your toys?
I really loved the Power Rangers toys.
Okay.
That was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. Were the
Did you
toys
have
I had
many
the most.
Power Ranger toys? Because
I had a lot of Power Ranger toys.
I always felt like they outmarketed themselves.
They did,
because those toys were like too big and too expensive.
They had
for the most part.
So I didn't have a lot of expensive ones. I only had one of each character, except for because.
Did you get a Green Ranger?
Oh, Green Ranger was my favorite, but I think I got him in the White Ranger form.
Yeah, because you're all about White Power Rangers, right?
Of course, I love the White Power Rangers. No,
I would punch a White Power Ranger.
Green Ranger Tommy turned into White Ranger Tommy.
Oh,
right?
For sure, yeah.
So I had the White Ranger version, but I don't think I got the green.
Because your name was Tom, did that like...
It did. That actually affected me a lot with Power Rangers and with Rugrats.
Yeah.
I wanted to go by Tommy, and then there was Tommy Pickles and Tommy the Power Ranger, and he was fucking with Kimberly. She was hot as hell.
Everybody.
She was the Pink Ranger.
Yeah, baby. And she was on Felicity. And
is that right?
Yeah, Pink Ranger was on Felicity. Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah.
It was great because she was one of those people. She was one of those people like. And by the way, if anybody takes anything from this show, it's watch Felicity. It's pretty good TV.
Watch Felicity.
The thing about her is it's crazy. Is the same thing that happened with Kelly from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah,
is that she was like this. But like, whatever, you saw her on the kids show, and then Kelly went on to be on 90210 and was like a fucking sexy girl,
right?
And the same thing happened with the Pink Ranger. She went on to Felicity and was like a sexy girl, and you're like, fucking, I love the way the world works. Or around the same time, I'm learning how to squirt. I'm learning how to fucking. I got something to look at. You know what I mean?
It's messed up that Topanga didn't end up on like the OC.
No. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, what a world. That would have been fantastic.
Instead, I just got to jerk off to her as a child.
There actually was. When I was in college, there was a very popular pornographic woman, star, actress. I don't know the right word.
A pornographic
like
lady
softcore?
Sounds like a holographic Charizard.
There was a porn star. There was a porn star whose name was
first edition pornographic lady.
Where is she? She's in the closet. Leave me alone. There was a porn star when I was in college named Teen Topanga. That was like her go-to, and she was a babe, and she did look a little bit like her. That's where they got the thing. Huh. And it's one of those things where I was like, oh yeah, I remember she was super hot, and then like. I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago, I was like, I wonder what because I'm still on the internet.
Yeah,
I'm still cruising the porn sites and stuff, and I hadn't seen her for a while, so I Googled her. Turns out she married the guy from Avenged Sevenfold, who then fucking OD'd and died.
The drummer.
And so now she like runs a charity in his honor, and she does all this like charity work, and she's like a philanthropist. And I was like, I've seen her shove shit up inside her. That's pretty cool. And she still does look a lot like Danielle Fishel or whatever her name is. So.
Danielle Fishel.
Yeah, she's a babe too.
Yeah.
Were you Boy Meets World guy?
Oh, yeah. Huge boy. I would say because I didn't have like. Parents that raised me, the TV, like for sure.
He took his shoes off the second he got in.
That's a good generation to get raised by the television.
I didn't do that. I should have. I never take my shoes off.
TGIF?
I don't trust anybody.
That is a true being poor thing because you're like, oh, my socks aren't in good shape. I
gotta
take
these shoes off. Bad boys.
Yeah. My shoes don't even have bottoms on them. Wait. Okay. So Boy Meets World. Sorry.
So I was a huge Boy Meets World kid. I loved it. I was such a fan. It taught me so many life lessons.
Yeah, it's
Mr.
great.
Feeney was essentially the father figure that I never had, and Corey's dad.
Yeah. Do you remember that sad episode where he was supposed to hang out with his dad, and then he doesn't, and they're playing basketball, and he says,
"Oh, of course."
It's some shit like. I don't feel bad because I did it. I feel bad because I let you down. And I'm like,
man. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That is.
And then later, his dad was the racist dad in American History X.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be allowed to do shit like that because it fucks up your head as a child.
Yeah. yeah.
Because I
like
remember
all
loving
this-
him.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's
that guy
crazy.
is so good. It's
Yeah.
like Alan.
Yeah, just
Thicke.
like
It's
Feruza
shut
Balk
up.
goes from being freaking Dorothy.
Dorothy to
and-
becoming like
Nazi girl.
Yeah. I'm in my
Yeah.
Dorothy, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
I call my Rod my Dorothy, and I call my cock my Rod.
I love Rod.
Yeah, it's a fun
Hell
word.
yeah, Patrick Rodman.
Oh, I like that. Also, I dress my cock up in like wedding dresses and shit,
hell
so
yeah.
Rodman works too.
Remember his shoes?
Rodman shoes?
Yeah, they were the worm.
Oh yeah,
They were the worms.
Also, pretty good nickname for
they're
your
like
cock.
Reebok worms or
Yeah.
whatever. And just to
I gotta
show
start
how
writing
like
these down.
weird they were, they had zippers on the side.
I do like that, but I did not get those. I like the idea of somebody being like, "I got the new Rodmans," and I would have been like, "Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing?" Did you ever see? Now I don't know if you did, or maybe Ream. You're in Boy Meets World, I assume, is right?
Not really.
Not really. You're a little older for it.
Just a year or two too
Man, that
old
sucks. 'Cause
for
it
it.
was good.
I don't
It was
know that
good
you
TV.
were.
Sometimes we just don't question it.
Blaming age on everything. Maybe you just didn't get into something.
Yeah.
I do like that guy's name was Ryder Strong.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. He.
I watched a lot
Sean?
more when they got syndicated, I guess, and it was
Yeah.
a little bit
You're
more.
talking about
When it was
Sean?
a little bit
His real
more.
name-
Sean Hunter.
The actor's
his
name
was
is Ryder Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny
He's also
because
in
Sean
Cabin
Hunter
Fever.
and Ryder Strong are similar names in that they're like two man. They're
Yeah,
very
yeah.
masculine. They
Yeah.
don't sound real.
I think Ryder Strong has a podcast and everything. Like he's like part of the cool world now, or I don't know if that's the
Interesting.
right term for it, but he's like part
Also,
of.
isn't it weird?
doing
His
stuff.
name's Ryder Strong, and Mr. Feeney used to be the voice for the car from Knight Rider.
Damn, man, everything connects. You know, it's the
Yeah.
singularity and stuff. We're
If
all
you're on
just in a
Google long
machine.
enough, man, you can draw a lot of lines to a lot of things.
By the way, Google Man, pretty good superhero. If we wanted to like pitch something to DC or Marvel, we'll do Marvel because that seems better, right?
Yeah, that's what the money is.
Did you by chance see any of Girl Meets World?
I
The
did not.
reboot.
I've heard of it, but I was a little, I was a
Well,
little
of course, you were
too
like
old.
fucking 29 years old. Yeah, definitely. But there's
Just a
a
little
weird.
out of the wheelhouse.
There's a weird. I mean, I watched 2 episodes.
Topanga's in it though as an
She
adult,
is,
right?
and,
I've heard
and Corey,
that, yeah.
and it's a weird.
To me, it
it's
felt
not-
like Fuller House, where it's like I'm not gonna watch.
But
that.
I will say that I think because I watched a couple episodes of Fuller House and I watched a couple episodes of
Girl Meets
Girl Meets
World.
World, and I think Girl Meets World is better because it was very similar to the vein of Full.
Right, where Fuller House is like a joke.
Yeah, Fuller
They're
House
nodding
was
the
made,
entire time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
isn't it weird we're doing this?
Girl
I
Meets
heard-
World was made for children.
Right.
Like, you know, the
Yeah, it's
characters and
supposed to be another. It's supposed to be another show. Whereas Fuller House is all
stuff.
nostalgia,
Referential, it's bullshit. Yeah,
and they're like winking at the
Yeah, yeah,
camera
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
time.
Isn't the family called the Fullers too? Like the dead
oh yeah, I think so. I think that's her
DJ's
last
dead
name. Yeah.
husband's name is Fuller.
Yeah,
forgot.
So
I
it's
think
even
that's. I
like-
think that's the thing.
That's the
Yeah,
only thing
yeah.
I know about it. So you just scoop a little bit more meta.
I was really pissed when I was
Right
a
on.
kid that they were the Tanners, and on Alf they were also the Tanners. And I
There was
remember
no
one
crossover?
No, and one time my dad was like, "Oh, I wonder if they're like related." And I was like, "Wouldn't you fucking find out?" If
That would be really
all of a
funny.
sudden
If there's
DJ's
just
like,
an
"Hey, you know,
alien.
we got an alien in the family. You know, like somebody would have
And
mentioned
Uncle
it.
Joey's just playing a song about
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
alien. That would be great if there was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
one song he had about an alien and,
And
there
by
was
the
no
way-
other. By the way, there's an alien in our family.
You've heard the theory that Uncle Joey is actually Daddy Joey?
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Joey fucked everybody in the house. Every kid
Oh,
is the offspring
okay, that's not-
of Joey.
cut it,
No,
cut
no. Check it out. DNA, man.
I can't be associated
No,
with this.
no. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn up my mic right now.
You turn this part up. You fucking pull out that
No,
rod.
because look, all right. Danny Tanner,
Yeah.
black hair. His
Yeah.
wife, his dead wife, black hair.
Greek.
Every kid, blonde, right?
Mm-hmm,
Okay. So, like, it wouldn't be a dominant gene or whatever. I don't know how all that shit works out.
Uh-huh.
I read a thing about it, but
Why are you standing?
God
Yeah,
damn
why are
it.
you crying?
Guys, just listen. I thought you'd turn those volumes down on those mics over there. Anyways, all the kids are blonde.
Yeah.
So the only way they could be blonde, and why else would he's not even an uncle. He's not even a blood relative. Why is he going to go live with his family after
Yeah.
the mom died? He moved back in because they're his kids.
Yeah.
And that's why he's sticking around. He has no reason to be there.
Also, this is
That's
the thing that
interesting.
Yeah.
what bums me out about not bums me out, but what annoys me is that he was never Uncle Joey. Nobody ever called him Uncle Joey. Nobody ever. But it's just a thing we do. Uncle Jesse.
Say uncle.
It was just Joey. Everybody was like, "Hey, Joey, Joey," and that's a thing that people do a lot.
Wait, so Joey was the funny guy,
Dave
right?
Coulier.
Yeah, Dave Coulier.
And Jesse.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I can't wait for those fucking Olsen twins to turn 18. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, I go to a website.
Can't wait.
It's got a countdown.
Oh, hell
that
yeah.
tells you
I gotta,
when the Olsen twins are going to turn 18.
Follow that.
Yeah.
Because then we can bang them.
That's great. I gotta count down to when they die, which is really fucked up. Yeah, and it's crazy because they had a hiccup one day. One day it was like time, but then that's when we lost Heath Ledger.
Right.
So,
That's fucked up.
But it was close though. You know, whoever's doing the math on that's really trying.
R.I.P.
Yeah. The weirdest thing about I'm gonna keep hitting Girl Meets World. The weirdest thing about it is one episode I watched was an episode when Sean was on it, Ryder Strong. He came back on the show, and so and it's a surprise. Like in the episode, they're not like Sean's coming to town. It's he's surprising Corey. And so, you're watching the show, and it's all filmed. It's like, whatever they call it. It's like, in front of a studio audience and stuff, and they're watching. And then all of a sudden, Sean walks on, and the crowd, who's all, teen girls and, little kids, are all like, ah! And they go crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, ah! But, none of those fucking people
think
would
they
have
had,
any
an
idea
applause
who he
sign or
is. They had
something?
to be like, all right, now, this is a big deal. This guy was somebody back in the 90s, 15 years before any of you were born.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that's weird is because, to me, I was just like, oh, shit, I see them again together. But, all these kids being like, ah!
This is funny. I actually have a bit about Boy Meets World applause.
Really?
Yeah, I do, because I like
this whole fucking thing is just.
You guys just set me up.
Trying
Is
to
this
say,
Bob and Tom?
I keep hitting Girl Meets World over and over.
No, because I was watching Boy Meets World again as an adult.
Yeah,
and the kids it's weird to me now because Sean is a big puss hound in the show, and he's 12.
Yeah.
Why do we know that? He's just constantly making out and getting laid and stuff. But when
it's
the kids
of that haircut.
Oh, he's a hot boy.
He had that great 90s haircut.
Yeah.
But also,
that's the Devon Sarbaugh, right?
No. Say it one more time. Let's take two on that name.
Devon Sorbar?
Yeah, that's it. Devon Sorbar. Devon Sawa.
Sawa. I don't know. I saw. I've seen his movies, but I never saw all the credits.
Okay,
so.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's
hold for edit.
Yeah. Wait. So.
Oh, then I just talk. Yeah. Then I just say it is weird how when the little kids kiss each other, it's weird that the studio audience, who's a lot of time adults, is like, woo!
Do you remember the show
you can't do that.
Unhappily Ever After?
Yeah.
It was a WB
Bobcat
show.
Goldthwait.
Bobcat played
An
Mr.
imaginary
the Rabbit.
Ooh,
and it was Nikki Cox was the hot 16-year-old girl with the big cans and the red hair and everything. And you're when I was a kid, I was watching this, I'm like, yeah, she's a fucking hot lady. But my dad watching that show with me, he supposed to be look at this hot fucking high school girl here, you know?
Right.
Because on
big cans.
Yes,
you get 30 cents for those.
Damn, you should have written for halfway. I think about that a lot though. A lot of those movies and shows, whenever it's a high school thing, it's is that why on 90210 and stuff, all the actors were way older because they'd be like, well, we don't want fucking 36-year-old dudes jerking off to these 16-year-old kids, you know?
Yeah, it is weird. I think that's what's wrong with all those Disney Channel shows. You can't jerk off to them anymore.
Yeah.
Every show I watch, I want to be able to jerk off to it a little bit.
Yeah, if I can't.
Yeah, I rate shows on jerk quality. You know? TVMA. That's why I'm glad they got the ratings beforehand.
Fucked up is it really is like that. You remember Married with Children?
Yeah.
I used to when I was a kid. That was a lot of what I would watch. Is adult show. I watched Seinfeld a lot.
Yeah.
I watched Friends.
Dude, they used to have hour block of Married with Children on after school every day.
I loved Married with Children when I was a kid, and I remember being like, oh, I guess Kelly's supposed to be hot as a kid, but I didn't understand. And then you get older and you're like, why was this part of it? Why is the daughter hot? It's weird.
And there was a weird sexual chemistry between Bud and her.
Yeah,
that was
Bud.
She never wore a bra for the last 5 seasons of the episode.
And she ended up getting...
For the last 5 years of the show, it was just her running down the stairs and just the canned... Woo!
Yeah, there's a really funny joke. I always remember. I don't know if really funny is the way to say it, but there's a joke from that show that I always think of is her. She goes to get these modeling photos done and stuff, and he comes home. She comes home, and they're like, "So what did the photographer tell you?" And she's like, "Oh, he said jump up and down while I take these pictures." And they're like, No. Like, did you get the job? And she's like, oh, yeah. And I just like the idea that the photographer's like, all right, now jump up and down. I'm going to take these pictures. Well, all right.
It was Adam Carolla and Jimmy...
Jimmy Fallon. That's
wait, what's his ass?
Kimmel, yeah.
She was a girl on a trampoline.
Oh, boy.
In slow motion.
Yeah.
There was also, there's an episode of Married with Children that Chris Hardwick's on.
What?
He's basically playing
Anthrax
a version of...
episode.
Oh, and Chris Hardwick was on, what's it called? Boy Meets World. They did a Singled Out episode where Eric was on Singled Out, and they did a reference about how they looked the same because they had the same haircut.
Weird.
Yeah. And then he was on Married with Children playing it. It was like a joke version of the same idea.
I feel like we're gonna find out that Chris Hardwick is like 200 years old.
He's
always been there.
Yeah, just him and Keanu Reeves and everything.
You see old footage of Gunsmoke.
Is
that what that was called?
Yeah, then they have After Gunsmoke with him on it.
Yeah.
Talking
like
Gunsmoke.
I love that. Talking Festus. Festus was a character on Gunsmoke, guys.
Talking Walton. With Chris Hardwick.
Good night, John Boy. Enjoy your burrito. Oh, that's great. I love it. Okay, so we talked about snacks. We talked about cartoons and stuff like that.
I like video games.
I was going to ask you guys.
Well, go ahead.
What was your first console?
Oh, yeah.
Because you were talking about that original Nintendo.
Yeah.
It was the Nintendo was the first one for the family.
Gotcha.
We got the sports pack. Came with the Power Pad and the Duck Hunt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it was pretty late in the series run, but we were pretty jacked to have it.
We had the original Nintendo.
Yeah.
And when we got it, we got the Super. We had Mario and Duck Hunt, but then some fuckers had the game with both of them. You know what I mean? We had two separate games that we got with it, but some people had them in one game.
My cousin had that
great,
one.
You know?
My cousin had the double.
Sounds like you said Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt?
Yeah. Duck Hunt.
What are you saying?
You're saying duck cunt, aren't you?
I'm saying duck cunt.
Come on.
Sorry for the foul language.
Duck.
By
the way, what you're doing? God damn it, Brandon.
Man. To take it back to earlier, my favorite rapper is the cunt. You have her listen? She's real good. She's edgy. I don't know if you guys seen that, but she's great.
What was your first system?
Yeah, what do you got?
I have a weird relation with cis because...
Whoa, finish the words. We have listeners.
I can't. I'm half a Bud Light deep.
That's a big Bud Light.
Am I your drunkest guest so far?
Technically.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I was aiming for. No, so my grandma, my stepdad's mom, was a huge duck hunt, but she would let me. She would let me pretend to play Mario with her for a while. She was just a lonely lady, but she would call me a Muslim all the time. She's a piece of shit. She's a bad lady, but
would you just be like, "Hey, Muslim, get on in here"?
She thought because I'm not her. It's my stepdad's mom. She's a huge racist and shit, and she hated me because I wasn't her real, like, legitimate grandson. But she would call me a Muslim. She said I look like Muhammad and shit.
Jesus.
But she would let
Muhammad.
me.
There we are.
Oh, shit. That makes up for a duck hunt earlier.
Yeah. I like that one still.
That was a good one. But she would let me pretend to play Super Mario with her on her original NES. And then eventually she just got bored of having me pretend, and then she would let me play it. Mm-hmm. So I played that. I played Duck Hunt with my cousins. But my very first console was like an old Atari.
Oh, yeah.
That I remember my stepdad's drunken buddy came and would like play it with me sometimes.
Yeah.
But the one that I remember the most is the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
that was the first one that I like consciously had. I had a Game Boy, but Super NES, I got a choice. I remember for my birthday once. We didn't have like a lot of money, but my mom like worked like 80 hours a week, and she gave me the option one year to either get a Super Nintendo or an Easy Bake Oven.
Oh, boy.
Because I was raving about the Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah.
It was that, and also there was a Barbie toy where you could watch movies on like a screen.
Oh yeah, yes.
You remember this?
Yeah, my sister had. Yeah.
I was so intrigued by the commercial. I was like, how the fuck does that work? That I wanted that more than anything. But luckily, last second, I was like, give me that Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
I almost got this fucking dumbass Barbie toy.
Holds its value better than both those other things too.
Yeah.
I honestly would love to see that Barbie toy still. I've still never seen it in person.
Yeah. I also had an Atari. I guess I didn't think of that, but Super
Nintendo
we had the regular Nintendo, but that was the thing where my brother and sister would play it and give me the remote and give me the controller and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing. What do you call the thing you play the video game with?
Controller, for sure.
I always call it controller. Right there I said remote.
Some
people call it a remote. Some people call it a paddle.
We called it paddles. My grandma called it a paddle.
Yeah.
But paddle... to me, was what we would get beaten with.
Sure.
So I didn't think of it as that.
Thing
they also help you move a boat.
We had a thing that hung in our kitchen, like a wood paddle that said, for girls who tease and boys who tattle, there's nothing better than mama's paddle.
Oh,
and then she'd fucking hit us with
our paddle said, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
I had a t-shirt that said that in high school. It's in one of my senior photos.
We didn't have enough money to have personalized paddles. We had to grab sticks and stuff.
Did your child abuse come with like a fucking rhyme? That's not fair.
That's like one of those like it's like a cute like whine.
Yeah. You can't smack kids anymore. That's what the problem is.
You can't whine when you're drinking wine or whatever. It's a paddle that says that. That's so funny.
We had an Atari first, and then my brother and sister would do the thing where they give me the controller and I'd play. I wasn't playing, but I thought I was playing.
Yeah.
But then when we got the Super Nintendo, that's what really fucking blew shit up.
You used to be able to take the covers of the handle of the Atari off.
Yeah, the rubber thing. You could stick them to the wall. Up to the wall.
Or they were like lightsaber handles.
Oh, that works too.
You inverted them and then imagine that you had a light blade protruding from it. It was pretty cool.
I only remember from the Atari. I remember Pong. I loved Pong.
Pong's fun.
And then what was the other one? It was this one where we had like helicopters and you could drop bombs.
I remember
or whatever.
E.T. Playing that, not knowing what the fuck was going on because you fall in that hole over and over and over. And I remember Pitfall a lot. Which I guess you fall in a lot of holes.
Pitfall's like the Mario of Atari. That's the one that everybody hung on.
Yeah.
There's a really good...
They made a sequel with Bruce Campbell voicing the guy.
Really?
On like PS1.
I don't know what the game was called, but it was probably something like 1840. It was one of those numbered games, like a year. And it wasn't 1800s though, but... and you were a ship, or maybe a plane, and you had to go through a bunch of ships and shoot, and you were left to right. And I loved that game because it was one of the only games on Atari where if you could get really far, and if you died, you could still continue from near there. Because a lot of the Atari games, you'd be playing it for 40 minutes, and then you die, and you got to go back to the beginning. And that, I can't handle that.
What were your fave Super Nintendo games?
Turtles in Time.
I was big on
that. Was a big one. That was the one I
time.
remember. I have a vivid memory of that was the only game me and my cousins would play before I had my own system. We would play that, and I remember the system breaking, my grandpa being pissed, blaming us, and I was like, we didn't do anything.
I played the shit out of the two Nintendo versions of the Turtle Arcade.
Yeah.
Well, Turtle Arcade and the Manhattan Project.
Yeah.
I didn't play nearly enough Turtles in Time.
I just
it's one of
played
those
Turtles
after
in
the
Time.
fact that I've heard. I'm gonna rebuy it. I have a decent little SNES.
I played Turtles in Time not 2 weeks ago on arcade, and it was a good time.
You can get the Turtles in Time, the PS or the Super Nintendo game. My buddy has on an Xbox, and when we were on the road last year, we were in Pittsburgh, and it was that thing where you wake up and nobody else is up yet.
Yeah.
So I just woke up and I was like fucking around on his Xbox, and it was just downloaded, and so I just beat the whole fucking game at like 9 a.m. in Pittsburgh on the road, and I was like, this is what I always wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, take photos of me now.
I loved Link to the Past and Super Mario World. Were probably my two most.
Super Mario World and like
I was a Genesis
All-Stars,
kid.
of course.
Oh, I love Genesis too. Did you have the Tiny Toons game where you play the different sports?
I just saw it recently, and
one's
I saw it's got some good reviews.
Do you know what was a really fun game? The Itchy and Scratchy game, a Super Nintendo game.
Played that.
Are
you talking Krusty's Castle or whatever?
No, I don't think
Interesting.
so. I think it was just Itchy and Scratchy.
Because there's a Krusty's game where it's like puzzle based.
Yeah.
And you have to like direct all these mice that are going somewhere.
This was a game that was at our local, because I grew up in a really small, like little town.
Yeah.
And we had a video store there that also rented out games, but they only had like 5 Super Nintendo games, and this was one of them.
See, my brother I had to play my brother's console, so we were more Genesis, but I didn't mind. Genesis didn't age as well. Their game collection,
but it was my favorite.
I thought it was better at the time for sports games.
Yeah,
for sure.
They had all the better sports ports.
That's true.
Hockey and all that stuff.
Yeah, I had all my sports games on the Super Nintendo. Like, I remember the first game I ever was infuriated with. You know those games that you're just furious, but you can still play them?
Yeah,
I still have games like that. Like, NBA 2K and
I'm going
MLB
through that
The
with
Show.
Castlevania right now.
Yeah.
I mean specifically sports games, though.
Oh, yeah.
I had NFL. I believe it was Quarterback Club or
like
maybe...
the broken games that you... But, you get one game a year or whatever, and it's $50.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to figure out Quarterback Club 96.
But it might have been John Elway football. I can't remember. It was one of the two, but I remember playing it and being so angry. And my mom was like, "Why do you keep playing this?" We didn't get like new games. We only got the games that were cheap.
Yeah.
So, but I remember we found Mortal Kombat for cheap. That was the first. I had Mortal Kombat 2. That was my first game. And then, we had a combo Mario game that was like not normal Mario.
Yeah,
it was like it was not a knockoff Mario because they don't make those.
Was it the original, like when it was just Mario Brothers, where it was
it
almost
was
like
not
King
that.
Kong?
It wasn't like that. It was a
Not King
weird game. I
Yeah.
can't remember. I've never seen it again since then. But it was like you could play as like Princess Peach and shit.
Yeah.
It
Super
was
Mario Brothers 2,
very
maybe?
weird. Maybe it was.
Sounds like it might have been.
But
that.
it wasn't a side scroller though.
Yeah,
was the weird
that's got to be
thing.
2, right?
It was like
kind of
it was
side-scroller,
like
but-
you're always on one screen. It was kind of arcadish.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Oh,
I bet
that's Super Mario Bros.
That's just Mario Brothers.
Maybe that
It's
was
just
it.
Super Mario Bros.
Yeah,
or Mario Bros.
It's just
they
Mario
also had
Bros.
that. I
If I could
I
find
You
originally
would play it on
probably
Super
cry.
Nintendo.
it was also on like the Apple too.
It's a weird game, and
Yeah.
it's very similar to Donkey Kong, where you got to jump on each other and you got to hit a thing, a POW button.
That's
and stuff.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. That's
And-
exactly
and
it.
that's a game that,
And you have to knock like turtles on their back.
Yes.
You know-
and then run by and
you know
kick
that
them.
shit.
That is it.
You know
that
that
was my
shit
first
where,
game.
where like sometimes people would be like, actually, it's Frankenstein's monster.
Right.
Well, I would always call Mario Brothers like the first Mario Brothers game. I would always call that Mario Brothers, and my brother would be like, "Oh, you want to play Mario Brothers?" And then he'd put that fucking game
Right.
in, and I'm like, "You know, I didn't
Just
want to
like-
play this game. You know, I wanted to play the
That's
wonderful
also
levels."
in. It's a mini game in Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, no, it
And it
was
looks
my
a little
favorite
Also,
better
to
game.
that
Mario
point,
Brothers 3.
I always hated when my brother would be like, when I'd say, "Oh, Cubs are winning by 9 points," and then he'd be like, "Runs."
Well,
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
fair,
yeah. Fuck
shut
that.
the fuck you.
You have-
Well, it got fixed.
You have
but
brothers, sisters, stuff like that, right?
Yeah. I
Older,
was-
younger?
all over.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
mostly
Maybe-
younger.
Oh, yeah, so
we
you
were
got
the
all the
youngest also,
hand-me-down.
so we got that shit going on.
I'm
you
in
later
the
on
middle,
brought in stuff, but-
basically.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
in the middle. But I was basically the oldest of the kids I grew up with.
Oh, okay.
My
Then that's
my
awesome,
family's
yeah.
very weird. My mom had kids when she was 14.
Oh boy.
And then she had me when she was 30, and then she had 3 more kids after me.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
we're all over the place.
That's crazy.
I
I didn't mean to get into all that dark stuff. Didn't
Well,
mean to
I don't
turn
think
it
it's
into...
that dark.
Yeah, well, no, I mean it is. Yeah. That's, because if you have older siblings, I feel like you should get stuff from them. But my older brother was kind of a dick.
we didn't.
So I
have
got
that.
stuff like once he started working at the Pizza Hut, I got to play the Super Nintendo all the fucking time. But it wasn't like he ever taught me how to play any of these games, so I
Right.
still sucked at them all. I get to play with his knives and his swords
That's how,
and shit.
for
but-
me, I had an uncle that was like
Oh,
that.
cool, yeah,
He's like 9 years older than me.
Yeah.
And he would like have all these video games that I would go to my stepdad's mom's place and
Yeah.
play, but like I didn't know how to do it. Like
There
I
any
remember
game-
Punch Out being very
Punch-Out's
annoying to
fucking
me.
great.
There
And
any-
the Home Alone game.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that Home Alone
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
That is the hardest game I think
I don't like-
that's ever
there are
existed.
some
It
of those
infuriated me.
Super
I want to
Nintendo
play it
games-
again.
There's a RoboCop Super Nintendo game,
RoboCop 2.
2, yeah,
Yeah.
that I have for what now 30
beat it.
years. I've never got past the first
it's really hard.
level.
The
First,
jumping
I played
is so
it
weird.
1,000 times.
They
I've
were
never got past
hard.
the first.
I
We
think
used
the
to
old
rent-
Zelda
And
games
then-
are hard.
Oh yeah,
Lethal-
Zelda 2, Adventure of Link,
Yeah.
the side-scrolling one is especially hard.
They're
Yeah.
so hard. I think I didn't
why
get good at video games. I think I consider myself, especially sports games. I think I'm pretty good at sports games.
Yeah.
But you know how you can be good, you just know the
Yeah.
rhythm of video
Yeah,
games
yeah.
now. I think I'm good at video games now. I think I got good at video games at N64.
Sure, yeah,
That was
fun.
my system. Like that was where I got good. Mario
Nintendo-
Parties got me in.
The original NES, that's all about just dying over and over.
Yeah.
And then
Well, it's
slowly getting better.
It's
at
like that,
I think a lot of it
so
is
it's like
arcade
you earn
style.
it a frame at a time.
It's
I
like
think
that
it's-
movie, that Tom Cruise movie, right? Live, Die, Repeat, whatever that's called.
Yeah,
That's what
Jerry
Nintendo
Maguire.
yeah. I call it Live, Die, Repeat.
Of course.
My brain's dumb. Yeah. I agree with that. I was always more of a Nintendo person too. I never got into Sega, all that kind of stuff, or whatever.
I love Nintendo.
I wanted the
Love
Super
N64.
Nintendo, but you know, the older brother is kind of push the hardware, and then
Yeah.
you get to pick the software.
Also,
around
push
it.
you off the fucking slide, and when you tell mom, she's like, "Well, you shouldn't have been up there."
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, "Well, what? How else am I going to slide?" All right.
So your older siblings were old enough not to beat you up, huh?
Yeah, they were
That's
too
cool.
old. I had an uncle who would do that. And I had, people around.
Yeah, there's always people to
There's
beat
always
you up.
people
somebody
who will
knock
beat
your
you
ass
up.
out.
Kids suck.
I had to learn the world
You got that
my own, basically.
You got that grandma fucking calling you a Muslim.
I had people calling me
calling you
Muslim.
a
My
terrorist.
family beat me up.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, that was in the
stepdad
90s. It wasn't even
threatening
like
me with a
thing.
gun or
Yeah.
whatever.
All right. Well, here's what we like to do towards the end of the show. We got some questions for you. Okay.
Yeah,
now, these are
for sure.
we like to do games, and sometimes we'll do trivia games. Sometimes we'll do all sorts of stuff. But we're gonna ask you some either or questions. Okay.
Okay.
So there's no right or wrong answer, but there might be. Here we go. Do you have a question to start her off with?
Yeah, here we go. We're going to go with Roger, Klotz, or Angelica.
Ooh, good one.
Who's a better foil?
Oh, definitely Angelica. I remember as a kid being like, Angelica is a nightmare.
Being scared
I
of
was
meeting her.
scared of Angelica. Yeah.
And
I think she was much better.
Plus, you always played with that kid too.
And she
Yes.
brought that.
Slightly older one that was like, no, I'm taking everything over.
Yeah.
I'm the most important kid.
She was
in
a
this
very
circle.
realistic character, and I think we all know Angelica's to this day. Whereas Roger, we all have an Angelica in our lives.
I feel like yours might have been that grandma.
Tweet yours to me at Tom THAKKAR.
All right, we're not gonna do the plugs yet, but
I think Angelica for sure.
and she carried that creepy ass doll with her. That's just a weird thing. Like,
oh yeah,
it looks like she
Cynthia
had burned that fucking doll
my
and stuff.
God.
You're like, oh, that doll has damage. Like if you were at the mall and you saw a little girl holding that doll, you'd be like, we gotta fucking call somebody. Like something's not going right with her, you know?
Yeah, just get her a new doll head. Those things are replaceable. You can order. They have replaceable Barbie heads. You can order.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would know that, you sick fuck. What are you doing to these Barbie doll heads?
People cut their hair off. It's the thing, man.
Oh, I know. You're cutting them up to look like your mom and jerking off to them or whatever, you sick freak.
This podcast today has been brought to you by Cum. Speaking of, who we got? Here's a good question. In the same vein as Doug, what do we got? We got Patty Mayonnaise or Topanga. Better fuck. What do you think? Either one. Grown up will say they're 18 plus.
I'm gonna say
at
for
least 16.
sure Patty Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Topanga was kind of a prude.
She was nuts.
You know,
But
I liked her, but I don't know. I found her a bit annoying at times.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I
think maybe it's because
these kind of podcasts.
you know, these women, they're always yapping it up.
No, I
Classic.
think
Yeah,
I love Topanga. I will always have a spot in my heart for her.
Me too.
But I think Patty. I don't really.
And also, Patty is mixed race. It seems like, and she's more.
Yeah.
You know,
she got that.
Seems
Yeah,
like, she seems like she has a little bit more worldly experience. She seems like a cooler lady. And I don't know, she always seemed fun on Doug, you know? She was just like,
she was into it.
She was just like a fun, sprightly lady, whereas Topanga, you could see the downside. They went to,
I thought it was,
you don't know enough about Patty
no,
Mayonnaise. You know too much about Topanga.
Yes, that is it right there.
Yeah.
I'm hard.
she became a lot less like hippy dippy too.
She did as she grew up.
Played it down.
Yeah,
Her
Topanga did.
family didn't matter anymore.
Knowing how young they got married, and I got engaged when I was 21, so I get it.
They get married right out of high school, don't they?
They get married very young. Then I'm like, oh, she's the type of girl who gets married at 21 or whatever.
There's there's a lot of damage in all of it.
Yeah. What? Everybody used to get married back then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
I got married
in the 90s.
I got married when I was 26, 25, and whenever anybody's like, "Oh, you're married? What's it like?" I was like, "Don't fucking get married, you idiot!" Like, I love my wife, but I don't know what the fuck you're working with. You know? Like, we get along because she's cool, but I don't know. I don't even know if you're cool. And I usually kick him out or something.
Get him out of here.
What do you got? Another one. Here we go.
All right, here we go. What band would you rather see, Jesse and the Rippers or the Beats?
Oh,
what is Jesse and the Rippers
That's
from?
Uncle Jesse's band from Full House.
Oh, definitely the Beats.
Yeah,
I never liked the music in Full House.
You were so fucking
The Beats
goofy.
were sick.
It's just like covers of old rock standards.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be some badass wearing like leather and riding motorcycles. And then he comes out and does Let's Twist Again.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
You know what?
I
need more allowance, yo lay.
The Beats
I need more allowance, yo lay. I need to buy some CDs. I need to buy some gum. I'll mow the grass. I don't remember.
I love how you know the lyrics
to
Killer Tofu.
Yeah. That's really good.
Like, I just know the hook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good first episode moment right there, you know? Like, that'll go when we get up for the Oscar. Do they nominate podcasts for Oscars? Leif, figure that out. See if we get Oscars.
Look it up.
Get in there. More allowance.
Okay, here's one. Tommy Pickles.
Oh yeah,
Tommy the Green Ranger.
Tommy Pickles for sure.
Yeah,
Tommy the Green Ranger, his heart was turned in one episode.
Yeah.
Actually, the first
candle.
episode I think that he was
Rita
in.
had that candle.
She had that candle. He was very easily turned.
I should have known this. I was a little too old
into
for
a
Power
bad
Rangers.
guy.
You really put on that you were a little too old for Power Rangers. I think you were in on it.
You seem a little too old for everything.
Yeah,
bro.
I just got the footnotes for my little brother. He filled me in on all the Tommy stuff.
I got my footnotes from what's
How
called
sweet
Shoe
was that
Carnival. What the
Megazord?
fuck are you talking about?
Mega Dragon Zord?
Yeah, I would say Tommy Pickles. Tommy Pickles has a strong heart.
Yes.
He's always in the right.
Yep.
He's a hero. He's brave.
Brave as hell.
He's bald, which is nice.
I like that.
I'm not bald.
Was he still bald? Did
I'm
you ever
not
watch
either.
All Grown Up or whatever?
I watched a little
Like
bit
a
of All
couple just out of
Growed
curiosity.
Up.
I was too
It was
old
just
for
like a
it.
cure.
I think it was called All Growed Up.
All Growed Up?
I could be wrong.
I think it's all grown.
might be
Rugrats
All
Growed
Grown
Up.
I mean, maybe, I don't know what, maybe you had like
It
Dish
seems
Network
like
and they fucked it up when you were
well,
watching.
in Indiana, they
That's
changed
why
the titles so they
I
make
don't know,
sense.
you know,
to it.
you're from Indiana. Now, did you know that is Native American for in Diana? I don't know who
Is
Diana
that
was,
right?
but she sounds
I
like
think
a real
that's the
loose
princess.
I think it was Ross.
Ross?
Is that right?
Yeah, because Michael Jackson's
That's
from Indiana.
Native American
there you
for Inside Diana.
Inside Diana.
Yeah.
Dirty Diana.
That's my favorite show on Comedy Central, actually. You
I
know
love that one.
Inside
Yeah,
Diana.
it's very politically
it's always
correct.
there.
Not correct. It's
Politically
apt.
incorrect is ABC.
Okay. You got another one right there?
I got another question. Here we go. Ben Savage or Randy Savage?
Oh, Ben Savage for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Are you a wrestling guy?
When I was a
goodness.
kid, I was into it.
Yeah, well, you
I'm
were
not-
a child.
But then I turned 14,
And you
then
turned
I grew up.
heel.
I
these
get
idiots.
it. I do get it.
Mhm.
I played wrestling video games
Oh,
for
yeah.
longer than I cared about
Nintendo
wrestling.
64
WCW
wrestling
and
game.
NWO Revenge?
and PS2 I had a wrestling
Those ones
game
were
I
pretty
really
good too.
liked.
That was a SmackDown.
I liked the storylines. Every video
Yeah.
game, if there's a create a player in a video
Oh,
game,
yeah.
I'll get into it.
Yeah.
I'll create a little Tommy Takkar. I'll fucking see what he's
What are you,
got.
What are you, high
a
flyer?
acrobat type
What's
of guy?
that?
Or
I like that we
grappler?
both assumed he was like, a loose little.
I'm a
loose guy.
grappler for sure.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm always
play
a
anymore.
powerhouse.
I haven't played in a while, so I'm
Yeah.
out of the loop on wrestling
Old
games.
Leif has the WrestleMania 2000
Is
out
that
there. I'd see it every time we come over to record, and I'm just
I
like,
have
one of these days I'm gonna fuck people
I have
up.
a very old memory of playing. There was like a WWF game on Super Nintendo that I remember.
With Doink
It was
in
probably
them in
just
it?
Raw.
Doink was in it. Yeah, I remember they had.
I got that back home. It does not age
It
well
is-
at all.
I'm sure it does not.
Yeah, like
Because
that.
the angles
Well, also there's-
aren't
and the hit
realistic.
detection is like really off. So
Yeah.
And they keep
you'll be
calling
like
each other the
standing
F
like
word.
in a phone booth
Yeah.
with another guy.
I just
with the
remember-
Undertaker, and you guys are just whiffing.
I
the
remember
entire
playing
time.
that, and my stepdad told me that his friend wanted me to go stay at his place for a week and just
Oh.
play that game. His weirdo friend
Yeah.
who worked at the
It does sound weird.
oil change place with him,
Yeah.
and I was so hyped about it. I was like
Yeah.
practicing, and he was like, "I was just fucking with you. Wouldn't that be weird?"
Yeah.
if that guy had
And you're
you at
like,
his
I don't
house
know
for a
because
week.
you didn't teach me about
Yeah, you're
responsibility.
I've known you since I was 2. You're the one who teaches me about values.
Yeah. Oh boy, ugh. I feel like you really got off good there, but maybe you would have got off good if you
No,
gone.
I would have got off real good.
Here you go. How about this?
Gobstopper.
Oh, pretty good. Call back to the future. What is that called? A call forward? I don't know.
Foreshadowing.
I have slow brain, so I'm not for sure.
Oh.
That's gonna be funny for somebody in a couple months.
So big, I call it 5 shadowing.
Oh boy!
Oh shit!
Hold on, we good. Now, Ream, I hear you're into you're not into tentacle porn. Is that real?
No. It's crazy. It's like, what are they gonna think of next? 11-ticle porn?
There it is. We sometimes we'll set each other up for stuff, you know. Sometimes we did mics in Iowa back in the day. We can talk about it. All right, coming up. This is gonna be my last question. We'll have you do one more, and then we'll.
I got 2 more.
Oh fuck, 2 more. It's not.
So I think it's my turn.
Oh yeah, it must be your turn then.
Here we go. TGIF or SNCC?
Oh, that is tough.
That's good.
That is tough.
Uh-huh.
Shit, what was on the SNCC lineup is the only thing.
Are
It was
you afraid of
Conan
the dark?
Okay, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Wasn't all that on there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all,
all
that.
that.
I
And
think
it was-
Alex Mack got pushed.
Oh, Alex Mack.
And
Mwah.
Jet.
love her.
I love
Larissa
Jet
Oleynik?
Jackson was
Yeah.
Disney.
Was it?
Yeah, Jackson's
Yeah.
on Disney. Yeah.
But yeah, I had those.
The Amanda
TGIF,
show.
I think
I
they
love
ended
that.
Yeah.
Wasn't Kenan and Kel on
Kenan and
Snick?
Kel.
Maybe
Yeah,
eventually.
that came off of all that.
But then TGIF was Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs
Ooh.
is good too.
And
Perfect
then,
Strangers.
Perfect Strangers.
See that
Step
I didn't
by
care about.
Step.
Step by
But these
Step
are
was
very, but
good.
also we're really crossing a lot of time. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
tough. That's
Perfect
tough.
Strangers was
TGIF
like
we can go all
89.
time though. We can go
TGIF
all
has
time
way
for
more.
sure.
We can go
Yeah.
all time. So if we're going all time, I think when I was a kid, I'd go Snick.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was really young, because I think even I could be wrong, but was
TGIF
was
had
Fresh
the only
Prince of Bel-Air?
No, that was Monday
TGIF?
night back to back with
Okay.
Blossoms on NBC.
I do remember Step by Step. I remember
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
I didn't see that was before my time.
Yeah. That's why you didn't watch it. Okay.
I
I was a little after my time. I was a little too old for it, but it was there.
Well, also my father, he died
Ooh.
hanging himself next to Mr. Cooper.
No, Mr. Cooper's barn.
Yeah, he
when
was
that
hanging with
happens.
Mr.
Yeah.
Cooper. Now, I would probably go Snick, but I remember when I was really young being super into TGIF only because I was so into Family Matters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Dinosaurs. I remember being
sure.
so hyped for Dinosaurs.
Yeah, Dinosaurs was great.
Yeah, it was
and
so
I
good.
think I think that if anybody, like I get if you're saying that if you were a kid, you'd go Snick maybe.
Yeah.
But I think if anybody took Snick over TGIF, they're lying to themselves. Because TGIF just has such a pedigree and so many.
It's tough though, because
Full House, whatever. But
Plus,
like
the dinosaurs have aged really well.
Dinosaurs is
You know,
good. Yeah.
They help us motorize our cars.
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Plus,
It's
should have
just funny.
called-
It's
when-
funny watching how satirical it
Oh.
is, and knowing that they're just playing the classic sitcom format, but as puppets and giant dinosaur outfits.
When the ratings for TGIF died, went down, they should have called it the Ice Age
Oh.
lineup.
you know that all those shows when TGIF canceled them all, ABC canceled them all, they went to CBS. Like Step by Step, Family Matters, and all those became CBS shows for a year or two. And the mom on Family Matters quit. And so it was there's like a season or two where there's just a different lady playing the mom.
I just thought it was
Yeah.
weird, like watching it when you knew it was on its last leg.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Urkel was like 6'4",
Yeah,
200
yeah.
pounds, and he's supposed to be this nerd and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's weird. Like when, long on Full House, like after Nikki and Alex were going to kindergarten, you're like, all right, it's time to flip off. We
Hey,
don't need
remember
this no more.
on TGIF, they used to have like the weird bumpers in between shows.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
it'd be like the cast of one of the episodes or one of the shows would be sitting on the couch like
Yeah.
they were watching the night's lineup of TGIF. Like it would be Larry and Balky from Perfect Strangers
Yeah.
on a couch being like, well, on this next episode of of fucking Family Matters, Urkel builds a robot that becomes self-aware and everything gets hectic.
Yeah,
You know what's
man.
fucked up is that Chris Hardwick was the first Urkel. Did you know
Was
that?
That
he?
is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He had
He was also the first mom on Family Matters.
That's true.
He must have been some kind of contract thing because he always hosted after Family Matters.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
After Family Matters.
And he was also on the TV show After MASH, which was a real
That's
TV
right.
show. In the
You know,
80s.
right?
Yeah.
Jaleel White actually does the voice for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah.
Is it
I did
true?
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Jaleel White.
and does an NBA blog.
I think that was Stefan, though.
Yeah.
That was that version
He
of
gets in
him.
trouble a
'Cause
lot.
Sonic is cool.
Yeah.
Sonic's really cool.
Here's one. I fucking love it. Anytime somebody roller skates up to me and gives me their food, Sonic. Next,
They don't roller skate.
No, they used to.
They
I
used
saw
to, yeah.
Sonic garbage out the street or down the street from
That's
here.
weird.
And it was like, where is there a Sonic?
Fucking.
Was it just somebody
Maybe they
like
brought it off the
on a
road.
road
Probably
trip
came
and
from
then
New
they
Jersey,
tossed
yeah,
it out?
Yeah.
Here's one I got
Anyways.
for you. The Super Nintendo
Yes.
or the Easy Bake Oven.
Oh, definitely Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I know.
For
I
sure.
know.
But I was like, I remember being like, oh, I'm going to provide for my family.
Did you ever see the boy version of the
They had
Easy
a boy
Bake?
version?
Yeah, except for it was like creepy crawlers or whatever. So you'd make like
Oh yeah.
you'd make like bug snacks.
But they sucked because they weren't edible.
Yeah, they were.
Were they?
Yeah.
Then they had a mixture that wasn't edible. You could make like gummy toys.
Yeah, that was a completely different
Okay.
thing.
Well,
I'm
no,
saying they had-
my buddy had these.
Yeah,
and,
that was
but
like
you
a
couldn't
mad
eat 'em.
scientist kit. Or creepy crawlers.
Creepy crawlers is what I'm talking
Creepy
about.
crawlers is non-edible.
Yeah.
There's,
That's what I'm talking
Easy
about.
Bake Oven.
I think Creepy
that's
Crawlers might be better only because Easy Bake Oven You know what's easier than Easy Bake Oven?
Yeah.
A regular oven.
real
If you
oven,
just
yeah.
use
A box
the
of
oven.
Little Debbie's.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's easier than anything.
Why do I
but-
gotta
I'm
fucking
saying
make
if
it?
you're gonna cook,
What's your go-to
don't
Little
use that
Debbie?
Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah, what's your Little Debbie of choice?
Oh, probably the zebra cakes.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
Debbie?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the zebra cakes.
Of
I'm
course,
gonna
zebra
go.
cakes.
They're harder
I
to
kinda
pick
want a
out when they're in a
zebra
group,
cake.
though.
Yeah.
Or
You know?
what
Yeah,
other
for
what
sure.
other Little Debbies we got?
We got
There
the
was-
oatmeal cream pie,
Pie, you got
Nah,
a
those
fudge
used
bar,
to be the ones-
Star
Star
Crunch.
Crunch.
When I was a kid, we were
Swiss cake roll.
we were
Swiss cake
so
roll.
poor and unhealthy. I thought those oatmeal Little Debbie's, I thought those were good for you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
Well, it
like,
says
oh,
oatmeal on it.
I'm gonna have a healthy snack.
Yeah, yeah,
an
yeah.
Oatmeal cream pie,
Yeah,
basically.
I used to eat them. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I
Did
Shrunk the Kids.
They did viral marketing, guerrilla marketing by getting that in our fucking brains,
Ant
and then I ate
marketing.
them for years.
up.
Do you have one more question?
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. We're gonna go out with this fucker. This is the final question.
Singled
Very
out,
good.
singled out, or shipmates.
Oh.
So I never watched either, but I have I know Singled Out better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Next.
I
I think Next is the one I'm gonna come with. Yeah.
Singled out is definitely worth a retro rewatch.
Is it good?
Yeah, on YouTube because it's a '90s dating show.
Yeah.
What was
So weird.
Shipmates deal?
It was early
They were,
2000s.
like, on
it's like
a
a
boat?
Puffy Chris Hardwick.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when he's like all like
I would
ballooned up a
love
little
to
bit.
see a
Yeah, it's
Puffy
fun.
Chris Hardwick. My
Yeah.
buddy, really quickly, I want to plug Ben Moore. He used to have a joke where I've already spoiled it, but he had a joke where he's like, "Yeah, I was dating this girl and she broke up with me in the most callous way. She just goes." Next. I'm pretty sure that's Ben Moore. Check
That's
him
great.
out.
A girl I went to high school with was on the TV show. It might have been called I don't know. It wasn't a limited. It was one of those MTV ones. It
Yeah.
wasn't. I don't think it was Next. It was the one where you would be in a van and your friend would be on the date, and then you would have an earpiece and you'd be talking to them.
Oh,
asking them
yeah.
questions. Okay.
What the fuck was that called? I know that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Turn of the millennia,
And so-
MTV had a lot
It
of
was
crap.
so weird. But this girl I went to high school with, she's Korean.
Yeah.
And she's on the date, and she asks the guy, her friend tells her to ask this, but she goes, I'm Korean, so if I asked you to dress up like a panda so I could throw throwing stars at you, would you let me do it? And then it just cut to him going, whoa! And then it went to commercial.
see, I
It's
like-
like
and you're
not
like,
fair.
what?
It's like not fair that we had to watch that shit because then
Yeah.
you go into dating,
Yeah.
and you're like, I guess that I have to be prepared to dress like a panda.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What was the
It's
other one
insane.
that was like a mix of dating shows with pop-up video?
Oh, yeah.
was
Like,
it parental
that might have been a
control?
limit date.
Maybe.
Or
Like
blind
they'd
date?
go out blind date.
That's it, blind date.
They'd go out
Oh,
on a
shit.
date and then just have like some little cartoon.
Yeah.
that
Did you
pops
ever
up
watch
on
Room Raiders, where the Oakland Raiders like run train on your girlfriend?
Yeah. Oh boy, is that what happened?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really
I think
fucked
it's not,
up
yeah.
in your room.
Yeah,
It's really messed
Janikowski
up.
was great on that
Yeah.
show.
I actually watched Tuscan Room Raiders. There was gonna be more and less.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying.
Isn't that when just Anakin comes in and kills the entire village?
Oh no!
Spoiler alert.
Oh boy, so sad about that. You're a lot like Anakin. Okay, so great questions. Great. Thank
Those
you
are
so
great
much for being on the
questions.
show.
Yeah.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much for
thank
having
you.
me, guys.
Yeah,
This
what do
was
we?
fun.
Heck yeah.
What do you want to plug? Our NFers, they're vigorous. They're
man, so vigorous.
fantastic. Our listeners.
Yeah.
Tell them where they can find you, what you got going on,
So
all that kind of stuff.
Definitely check out my podcast with Tommy McNamara called Stand By Your Band, where we have comedians come on and defend the shitty music. It's not shitty necessarily. I'm not calling it shitty.
Sure.
I've had a lot of arguments
It's all
about this
subjective,
recently.
A lot of
because
defenses going on.
We got a little
during
AV
this plug.
Club promo, and then
Uh-oh.
people were like, "Oh, it sounds like these guys are being negative about these bands." No, we like most of the bands.
Yeah.
Like we had just did Red Hot Chili Peppers. We're doing Coldplay. We've done
Mm-hmm.
Fall Out Boy, Limp Bizkit,
Yeah,
or whatever. People come on.
You don't have
and
to say it like that.
defend these bands, and we give them an open ear. It's bands that I think have been unfairly treated
Yes.
by society, Pitchfork, etc. So it's called Stand By Your Band. Check it out. It's a good time.
It's great. Great podcast. It's good.
And I tour with Nikki Glazer. I'll be at
Ooh, all around the
Limestone
country?
Comedy Festival all over the country. Wherever you see Nikki, you can usually see me. I think that's it. Yeah.
And
And I'm
probably
on
the
what's that?
internet's Twitter. And
I'm
all
on Twitter at Tom A. Takkar. The H is silent. It's Tom A. THAKKAR. And that's on Instagram, Twitter. Find me on Facebook.
TomThakkar.com, probably something like that. Maybe.
Nope.
Okay, well, delete that. Ream, where do we got you?
Oh, you can just type Reamcore with a K. pretty much into any of those things.
And at Tangerine Ream.
Oh, shit. That's a bonus.
Don't blow up my spot, man. Come on.
Oh, boy.
You gotta still keep that shit under wraps. Like a tangerine, it's wrapped up by its nectar cover. What kind of... What are those
nectar
called?
cover, you know?
Isn't that what you peel off of?
Yeah. You gotta have an orange. You gotta peel off that nectar cover so you can get to the sweet inside. Also, Reamcore with a K on Twitter,
I'm on the Twitter,
Tumblr,
on the Instagram.
All that kind of stuff. You can follow me on all that stuff, Twitter, Instagram, Patrick Hasty at PatrickHastie, PatrickHasty.com for all that kind of stuff. Follow the show.
Rate the show.
Rate the show. Leave us a message on iTunes.
Just type Nostalgic Front into Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on there.
Yeah, follow us. Go listen to the rest of the episode. Subscribe. If you're listening to this one now, that means you downloaded at least this one. We have 3 other episodes coming out the same time as this one, and then every week we're going to have new episodes coming out with great comedians from all over the country, plus fun size episodes with just me and this dipshit. So listen to that. Listen to all the other shows on the Brain Machine Podcast Network. Machine. Hell, go listen to all the shows on like the Earwolf Network. I mean, they got some good shit happening.
They're good.
Listen to podcasts.
Listen to your podcast. Put it in your
network,
ears,
baby. We go raw.
Oh, gross. All right, that's a good time to shut it down.
Save the bees.
And remember, as always, if you're not an NFer, you're an MFer. So get the fuck out of here.
Ooh.